What's going on there, guys? Didn't see it sneak up on me like that. I was just practicing a little bit of my Bruce Lee, you know, a little kung fu. Pop, pop. Gotta stay limber and fit. So I like to Taibo every now and again, you know, especially in the garage when no one can see me. Taibo, what's up? If you're not a fan of the Taibo, become a fan. Taibo, wave of the future. It's making a comeback. Yes. Okay. So today's topic, which is probably on everyone's mind at least once or twice a week, is kind of important. So I highly recommend you get that pen and paper out, take some notes. I'm going to drop some knowledge on you. I'm going to make it rain knowledge. Yeah. So what today's topic is all about is how to eat out healthy for fat loss. Right? How to eat out at restaurants or wherever you want to eat out at, and how to do it healthily, or not, no, healthily, but how to do it to maximize your fat loss results. Okay, so we're going to eat out for fat loss. It's going to be awesome. And I've been doing this for a while, and I feel like I've lost fat, so that's how you know it's working, because I'm eating out for fat loss. True story. Okay, so look, a few rules that we have to kind of go over when we're going to eat out. Okay, number one. So rule number one, I'm going to try to find a working pen here. And finding a working pen is like the hardest part of my day, kind of, not really. Alright, so when we eat out, to eat out for fat loss, what we want to do is protein. You want to have protein every time you eat. So, protein, number one. So that means we got to get some kind of meat going, okay? So we're going to get a meat, because that's the bulk of what our meal is going to be. So, some kind of a protein. I personally always get double protein on everything I order when I order out. But if you're going for 100% fat loss, then the regular portion size is probably going to be pretty good. So definitely you want protein. Number two, you want mucho veggies. So the more vegetables, the better, for a couple reasons. One, they're vegetables and they're just awesome for you. Duh. Two, they can act as a filler. They can fill you up, so you're going to be getting those extra nutrients, minerals, and vitamins. But you're also going to be filling up, so you're not going to be needing like the beans or the rice or the breads or the pasta or any of that stuff, all those carbs and stuff. You're not going to need that, because when we get down to number three, no carbs. You want to cut carbs out. So when we're eating out, you want to get the protein, maybe double protein, and vegetables. So see if you're at a, for example, a Mexican restaurant, try to see if you can switch out like the rice and beans for like an extra side of vegetables. You like grilled vegetables or something. That sounds good. Must be lunchtime. But so sub out all the carbs, and a couple easy tips. I'll get into why we want to sub out the carbs in a minute. But when we get into like they give you like the basket of chips, you can even tell them, oh no thanks, we don't want the chips or the bread or whatever that particular restaurant may be throwing at you. Again, because you want to get rid of carbs. Okay, so why do we want to get no carbs? Because you never ever ever want to combine carbs and fats together, because it's just straight up the fat loss kiss of death. I say it all the time, carbs and fats together, fat loss kiss of death. Because the carbs release the insulin stores the fat. If you eat them together, you have fat and insulin, so the fat you ate is going to get stored where you don't want it, which is not what we want, because we want to eat out for fat loss. And so carbs and fats together are bad. So no carbs, but so where does the fats come into play then? Because when you go out to eat, most restaurants make their food to taste good. Yes? Yes. Most people want you to come back, so they want their food to taste good when they make it. So how do you make food taste good? Seasoning, sugar, or you add fats, because fats are what make food taste good, fats and sugars. Okay? And so when they're cooking food, they're using extra butter, extra sugars in their sauces and stuff, which ideally you want to kind of steer away from the sauces as well, because those are usually full of sugar. If you need them, get the sauces on the side or the salad dressing on the side, so that way you're in control of how much goes on it. But going back to the cooking of the food, they use whatever they need to make that food taste good, so you enjoy it, So then you come back, so you give them more money so they can go buy a new car or live in the house and not in the back of the restaurant, ideally. And so, since they're doing that, it adds all these extra calories and fats to the actual food. So another reason when you eat out, you want to make sure and ask, like just simply ask the waiter or waitress, oh, what do they cook like the steak in, or the whatever you're eating, like what are they cooking the chicken in? And if it's like a buttery thing, you can usually have them switch it. It's another hidden little tip how to eat out healthily. You can switch it more than likely over to like a chicken broth or something, or have them use less butter depending on what it may be that they're making. Yes, still with me? I know, right? Bombshell, boom, drop of knowledge. So, to eat out for fat loss, it's actually really, really simple. Like extremely simple. More protein, mucho veggies, no carbs, sausage, salad dressings on the side, and then when it's something that you know is going to be cooked in butterness or whatever, ask them to reduce how much butter or even switch it to a chicken broth kind of thing. And it will do wonders. It's not going to mess up any of your results. You can eat out regularly for fat loss. So still getting results, not hinder your results. So there you go. Some tips on how to eat out healthy for fat loss. Whenever I go out to eat, look at what I follow. And I still eat delicious meals out, and I don't feel like it's hindering my fat loss at all. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. Now I gotta get back to my Tybo training. See you next time.